What if the key to unlocking humanity's future in space lies not in the stars themselves, but in the way we prepare to explore them? For decades, space training has relied on bulky simulators and limited environments, but today, we're on the brink of a revolution. Enter holograms, cutting-edge technology that's transforming how astronauts train for the challenges of space. Instead of static mock-ups or isolated simulations, holographic environments plunge trainees into fully immersive, dynamic experiences that mirror the vastness and unpredictability of the cosmos. This isn't just about making training more realistic, it's about making it more effective, accessible, and inspiring. In this video, we'll uncover how holograms are redefining space training, from boosting astronaut readiness to slashing costs, and how this technology is paving the way for humanity's next giant leap. So buckle up, because the future of space exploration starts right here, right now. Space training has a dramatic transformation since the days when astronauts first strapped into rudimentary simulators and practiced with physical models that barely resembled the environments they'd encounter. Back in the early days of NASA, training was heavily reliant on ingenuity and what we might now consider basic tools. Think spinning chairs to simulate disorientation or full-scale mock-ups of spacecraft interiors. While these methods were groundbreaking at the time, they had clear limitations. They couldn't fully replicate the complexity, unpredictability, or sheer vastness of space. Astronauts had to rely on imagination and extrapolation to fill in the gaps, which, while impressive, wasn't always enough to prepare them for the realities of missions. Fast forward to today, and the landscape of space training has shifted dramatically. With the rise of digital technology, we've moved from static models to dynamic, immersive environments. Virtual reality allowed us to step into simulated worlds, offering a more interactive experience. But even VR has its constraints. It's confined to a headset, limiting physical interaction and spatial awareness. This is where holograms enter the picture. Unlike traditional methods, holographic technology creates three-dimensional, life-sized projections that astronauts can interact with in real time. Imagine being able to walk around a holographic replica of the International Space Station, or practice repairing equipment that feels and behaves just like the real thing, without ever leaving Earth. It's a leap forward that bridges the gap between simulation and reality like never before. What makes holograms so groundbreaking isn't just their realism, but their adaptability. Traditional training setups were often fixed and rigid, requiring significant time and resources to update as missions evolved. Holograms, on the other hand, can be modified on the fly. Need to simulate a new scenario or incorporate the latest mission parameters. A few adjustments to the holographic system, and astronauts are ready to train in an environment that's as up-to-date as the mission itself. This flexibility is crucial in an era where space exploration is becoming more ambitious and diverse, with missions ranging from lunar landings to deep space ventures. By looking back at where we started, those early days of spinning chairs and cardboard mock-ups, it's clear how far we've come. But it also underscores why holograms represent such a monumental shift. They're not just an incremental improvement, they're a complete reimagining of how we prepare for the challenges of space. And as we continue to push the boundaries of exploration, this technology will be at the forefront, ensuring that astronauts are as ready as they can possibly be for the unknown. To truly grasp how holograms are transforming space training, we first need to unpack the magic, or rather, the science behind how they work. At their core, holograms are three-dimensional images created through a fascinating process called holography. Unlike traditional photos or videos, which are flat, holograms capture and recreate light in a way that fools our eyes into seeing depth and dimension. Here, how it happens. Holography relies on the principle of light diffraction. When a laser beam is split into two, one beam illuminating the object and the other acting as a reference, the light waves interact to form something called an interference pattern. This pattern, which looks like a complex swirl of lines and shapes, encodes all the information about the object's shape, texture, and position in space. When light hits this pattern later, It reconstructs the original object in stunning detail, creating the illusion of a three-dimensional image floating in midair. But it's not just about lasers and light patterns. Modern holograms also depend on advanced hardware and software to bring these images to life. Spatial light modulators, for instance, play a crucial role in shaping and controlling the light waves to produce realistic holographic environments. These devices, combined with powerful computing systems, allow holograms to respond dynamically. Whether it's simulating the movement of a spacecraft or creating interactive training scenarios for astronauts. What makes holography so remarkable is its ability to blend the physical and digital worlds seamlessly. It's not just a static image, it's an immersive experience that can adapt and evolve in real time. And when you think about the challenges of space exploration, where every detail counts and the stakes are incredibly high, it's easy to see why this technology is such a game changer. So the next time you see a hologram, remember, it's not just a cool visual effect. It's the result of decades of scientific innovation and engineering brilliance, all working together to create something that feels almost like magic. And as we'll see, this isn't just about impressive visuals. It's about unlocking entirely new ways to train, learn, and explore. Imagine being able to step into a lifelike simulation of a space station, where every movement, every decision, and every interaction feels as real as if you were floating in orbit. This is the power of holographic training, a revolutionary leap beyond traditional methods. One of the most game-changing benefits is its ability to provide immersive, real-time feedback. Unlike static training manuals or pre-recorded videos, holograms respond dynamically to your actions, offering instant corrections and insights. This means astronauts can refine their skills in a way that feels intuitive and natural, almost like learning through real-world experience. But the advantages don't stop there. Holographic training also excels in enhancing spatial awareness, a critical skill for navigating the zero-gravity environment of space. Through holograms, trainees can explore three-dimensional models of spacecraft, stations, or planetary surfaces, gaining a deeper understanding of their surroundings. This level of detail helps astronauts anticipate challenges and react more effectively in high-pressure situations. And speaking of pressure, holograms are uniquely suited to simulating scenarios that would be far too risky or impractical to replicate in real life. Think about practicing emergency repairs on a spacecraft while hurtling through the vacuum of space. Holograms make this possible without ever leaving the ground. Another standout feature is the ability to conduct collaborative training sessions across the globe. Astronauts, engineers, and mission controllers can join forces in a shared holographic environment, working together as if they were in the same room. This not only fosters teamwork, but also ensures that everyone is on the same page, even if they're thousands of miles apart. By combining these benefits, immersive feedback, spatial awareness, realistic simulations, and global collaboration, holographic training is setting a new standard for preparing humanity's next generation of space explorers. It's not just about learning, it's about mastering the skills needed to thrive in the most challenging environments imaginable. When it comes to pushing the boundaries of innovation, NASA has always been a pioneer, one of their most groundbreaking advancements in recent years. Holographic training programs. Imagine stepping into a holographic simulation where the surface of the moon stretches out before you, complete with craters and low gravity. This isn't science fiction. It's exactly what NASA is doing to prepare astronauts for the unpredictable challenges of deep space missions. By integrating holograms into their training, they're creating immersive environments that mimic the conditions astronauts will face millions of miles from Earth. Take, for example, the Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the moon. To prepare for lunar landings, NASA has developed holographic simulations that replicate the moon's surface with stunning accuracy. Astronauts can practice maneuvering rovers, collecting samples, and even navigating the tricky terrain, all within a holographic environment. It's like a virtual reality experience, but with far greater precision and realism. This kind of training isn't just about learning the mechanics. It's about building muscle memory and confidence in high-stakes situations. When every second counts, having practiced in a lifelike simulation can make all the difference. But it doesn't stop there. Spacewalks or extravehicular activities are another critical area where holograms are proving invaluable. In the past, astronauts trained for spacewalks in massive swimming pools, which simulate microgravity. While effective, these pools can't replicate the vastness of space or the intricate details of the International Space Station's exterior. Enter holographic training. Now, astronauts can don AR headsets and practice repairing equipment or conducting experiments while surrounded by a holographic representation of the station. This allows them to familiarize themselves with every bolt, panel, and tool they'll encounter in the vacuum of space. What's truly remarkable is how these holographic systems adapt to real-world scenarios. For instance, if an astronaut makes a mistake during a simulation, like a solar panel, the system can instantly show the consequences, helping them understand the impact of their actions. This kind of feedback is invaluable for refining skills and fostering problem-solving abilities. It's not just about teaching astronauts what to do. It's about preparing them to think on their feet when the unexpected happens. And let's not forget the psychological benefits. Space is an inherently isolating and stressful environment. By using holograms to simulate the sights and sounds of deep space, NASA is helping astronauts acclimate to the mental challenges they'll face. Whether it's the eerie silence of the lunar surface or the overwhelming vastness of space, these simulations provide a safe space to confront and overcome those feelings before they're millions of miles from home. NASA's holographic training initiatives are more than just a technological marvel. They're a testament to the power of innovation in preparing humanity for the next giant leap. By merging cutting-edge technology with real-world challenges, they're ensuring that astronauts are not just ready, but truly equipped to explore the unknown. Imagine a world where an astronaut in Houston can receive hands-on guidance from a top expert in Tokyo, all without either of them leaving their respective training facilities. This is the power of holographic technology in space training, breaking down geographical barriers and fostering real-time collaboration like never before. With holograms, trainers and trainees can interact in a shared virtual space, making it possible to conduct intricate simulations, troubleshoot procedures, and even practice emergency scenarios together, no matter where they are on the planet. This isn't just about convenience, it's a game changer for international space missions. Think about it, space exploration has always been a global effort, with countries pooling resources, knowledge, and talent to push the boundaries of what's possible. Holographic training takes this collaboration to the next level. For instance, if a team in Europe is preparing for a mission to Mars, they can now seamlessly consult with specialists from NASA, JAXA, or other space agencies, all in real time. The result, a richer, more diverse pool of expertise that prepares astronauts for the unexpected challenges of space travel. But the implications go even further. By enabling this level of cross-border cooperation, holograms are helping to build a more unified approach to space exploration. They're not just tools for training, they're bridges that connect cultures, ideas, and innovations. And in an era where missions are becoming increasingly complex, think lunar bases, asteroid mining, or even interstellar travel, this kind of global teamwork isn't just helpful, it's essential. What's truly exciting is how this technology is shaping the future. As holographic systems become more advanced, we could see entire international teams training together in immersive, lifelike environments. Picture astronauts from different countries working side by side in a virtual space station, solving problems, and building trust long before they ever launch into orbit. It's not just about preparing for missions, it's about fostering the kind of collaboration that will define the next chapter of space exploration. And with holograms leading the way, the possibilities are as vast as the cosmos itself. Imagine floating in space, untethered by gravity, where every movement requires precision and control. For decades, training astronauts to operate in zero-gravity environments has been a logistical and financial hurdle. Traditional methods like parabolic flights that create brief moments of weightlessness or underwater simulations that mimic buoyancy are not only costly but also limited in scope. Enter holograms, a groundbreaking solution that's transforming how we prepare for life beyond Earth's atmosphere. Holographic technology can now recreate the sensation of weightlessness with stunning accuracy, all within the confines of a training facility. Using advanced projection systems and motion tracking sensors, these holographic environments allow astronauts to interact with virtual objects as if they were truly floating in space. Picture this: a trainee reaches out to grasp a virtual tool, and the hologram responds in real time, adjusting to their movements and providing instant feedback. This level of immersion not only enhances the realism of the experience, but also builds muscle memory and spatial awareness, critical skills for operating in zero gravity. What makes this approach so revolutionary is its accessibility. Unlike parabolic flights, which cost hundreds of thousands of dollars per session and are restricted to a few seconds of microgravity, holographic simulations can be run repeatedly and tailored to specific scenarios. Astronauts can practice repairing a malfunctioning module, assembling equipment, or conducting delicate experiments, all without the physical constraints of traditional methods. And because these simulations are entirely digital, they can be updated and customized to reflect the latest mission requirements or equipment designs. But it's not just about cost savings or convenience. Holographic training also opens up new possibilities for collaboration. Multiple astronauts can train together in the same virtual environment, even if they're physically located in different parts of the world. This level of flexibility is particularly valuable for international space missions, where teams from various countries need to work seamlessly together. By leveraging holograms, we're not just simulating zero gravity, we're redefining what's possible in space training. This technology bridges the gap between theory and practice, giving astronauts the tools they need to thrive in the most challenging environment imaginable. And as holographic systems continue to evolve, the line between simulation and reality will only blur further, paving the way for even more ambitious exploration beyond our planet. Space missions are inherently unpredictable, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Astronauts face a myriad of potential emergencies, from sudden equipment failures to life-threatening medical situations. In these moments, every second counts, and the ability to respond quickly and effectively can mean the difference between success and catastrophe. This is where holographic training steps in, offering a revolutionary way to prepare astronauts for the unexpected. Imagine being in the middle of a spacewalk when a critical system malfunctions. The oxygen supply starts to drop, alarms blare, and the clock is ticking. In a traditional training environment, recreating this level of urgency and realism is nearly impossible. But with holograms, astronauts can experience these high-pressure scenarios in vivid detail. Holographic simulations can replicate the exact layout of a spacecraft, the behavior of malfunctioning equipment, and even the physiological stress of low oxygen levels. This immersive training allows astronauts to practice their responses in a safe, controlled environment, building muscle memory and confidence. One of the most significant advantages of holographic training is its ability to improve decision-making under pressure. In a real emergency, hesitation or uncertainty can lead to costly mistakes. By repeatedly practicing emergency protocols in holographic simulations, astronauts become more adept at assessing situations, prioritizing actions, and executing solutions with precision. These simulations can also introduce unpredictable variables, forcing trainees to adapt on the fly and think critically, skills that are absolutely essential in the high-stakes world of space exploration. Medical emergencies present another critical area where holograms shine. In the confines of a spacecraft, access to medical expertise is limited, and astronauts must rely on their training to handle everything from minor injuries to serious conditions. Holographic simulations can recreate medical scenarios with stunning accuracy, allowing astronauts to practice procedures like suturing, administering medication, or even performing CPR in zero-gravity conditions. These realistic drills not only enhance technical skills, but also help astronauts remain calm and focused when faced with real-life crises. The impact of this technology goes beyond individual performance. Holographic training can also foster better teamwork and communication among crew members. In a simulated emergency, astronauts must work together seamlessly, coordinating their actions and sharing information effectively. These collaborative exercises build trust and cohesion, ensuring that the entire team is prepared to handle challenges as a unified unit. By integrating holograms into emergency preparedness training, space agencies are not just improving skills, they're saving lives. Every second shaved off response times, every decision made with confidence, and every procedure executed flawlessly contributes to the safety and success of a mission. And as this technology continues to evolve, the possibilities for enhancing astronaut training are truly out of this world. Space exploration has always been synonymous with immense costs, especially when it comes to training the next generation of astronauts and engineers. Traditional methods rely heavily on physical simulators, specialized facilities, and high-tech equipment, each of which comes with a staggering price tag. But what if there was a way to slash those costs without compromising the quality of training? Enter holograms. By leveraging holographic technology, organizations can bypass the need for expensive physical infrastructure altogether. Instead of building massive mock-ups of spacecraft or constructing zero-gravity environments, holograms allow trainees to interact with virtual, lifelike simulations that replicate real-world scenarios with stunning accuracy. This shift isn't just about cutting costs, it's about democratizing access to space training. Smaller organizations, universities, and even private companies that once couldn't afford to enter the space race can now participate. Think about it. A holographic training module can be set up in a standard classroom or office space, eliminating the need for multi-million-dollar facilities. The savings don't stop there. Holograms also reduce ongoing expenses like maintenance, repairs, and upgrades that physical simulators require. Plus, they're scalable. Once a program is developed, it can be replicated and distributed at a fraction of the cost of traditional methods. But how does this translate to real-world savings? Consider this. NASA's Neutral Buoyancy Lab, where astronauts train for spacewalks, costs millions to operate annually. With holographic simulations, much of that training could be done virtually, significantly reducing overhead. And it's not just about government agencies. Private space companies and educational institutions stand to benefit immensely. By lowering the financial barriers to entry, holographic training opens up opportunities for more innovators to contribute to the future of space exploration. What's truly exciting is how this technology can evolve. As holograms become more advanced, the simulations will grow even more realistic, offering an unparalleled level of immersion. This means trainees can practice complex tasks like repairing equipment or navigating new environments in a risk-free, cost-effective setting. The potential is enormous, and the implications for the future of space training are nothing short of transformative. By making training more affordable, holograms aren't just changing how we prepare for space. They're expanding who gets to be part of the journey. Holographic training isn't just about replicating space. It's about recreating the exact challenges astronauts will face on their missions. Think about it, no two space missions are the same. A mission to mine asteroids requires a completely different set of skills and simulations compared to, say, establishing a colony on Mars. That's where the true power of holograms shines. By using holographic technology, trainers can design highly specific scenarios that mirror the unique demands of each mission. Imagine an astronaut stepping into a holographic environment where they're tasked with navigating the rocky, uneven terrain of an asteroid. The hologram can simulate the low gravity, the jagged surfaces, and even the tools they'll use to extract valuable resources. Every detail is adjustable. Trainers can tweak the gravity, the lighting, even the size and shape of the asteroid itself. This level of customization ensures that astronauts aren't just practicing generic skills. They're mastering the exact tasks they'll perform millions of miles from Earth. But it doesn't stop there. For a Mars colonization mission, holograms can create an entire Martian landscape, complete with dust storms, fluctuating temperatures, and the pressure changes astronauts will encounter. Trainers can simulate the construction of habitats, the operation of rovers, or even emergency scenarios like equipment failures. The ability to adjust these environments means astronauts can practice under conditions that are as close to real life as possible, without ever leaving the training facility. What makes this so groundbreaking is the flexibility. Holograms aren't limited by physical constraints like traditional simulators. If a mission requires astronauts to work in a microgravity environment, the hologram can instantly replicate that. If they need to practice repairing a specific piece of equipment, the hologram can display that exact tool in stunning detail. This adaptability ensures that every training session is directly aligned with the mission's goals, giving astronauts the confidence and competence they need to succeed. And let's not forget the psychological aspect. Space is unpredictable, and astronauts need to be ready for anything. Holograms can simulate unexpected challenges, like sudden system malfunctions or communication delays, helping astronauts build the mental resilience required for long-duration missions. By immersing them in these hyper-realistic scenarios, holographic training doesn't just prepare astronauts for what they expect, it prepares them for the unknown. This level of customization isn't just a step forward, it's a leap. With holograms, space agencies can ensure that every astronaut is equipped with the skills, knowledge, and confidence to tackle their mission head-on, no matter how unique or complex it may be. Now, let's dive into one of the most groundbreaking aspects of holographic training: real-time feedback and analytics. Imagine stepping into a holographic simulation where every move you make is tracked and analyzed instantly. This isn't science fiction, it's happening right now, and it's revolutionizing how astronauts prepare for the challenges of space. Holographic systems are equipped with advanced sensors and artificial intelligence algorithms that monitor every detail of a trainee's performance. Whether it's the precision of a hand movement during a repair simulation or the accuracy of a navigation task, the system can detect even the smallest deviations from optimal performance. But it doesn't stop there. The real magic lies in its ability to provide immediate feedback. If a trainee makes an error, the system doesn't wait until the end of the exercise to point it out. It corrects them on the spot, offering guidance to adjust and improve in real time. This instant feedback loop is a game changer for learning efficiency. Instead of waiting for a post-session review, trainees can refine their skills as they go, making adjustments that stick. It's like having a coach who never misses a detail, always ready to help you get better. And it's not just about correcting mistakes. These systems also highlight what's working well, reinforcing good habits and boosting confidence. Beyond corrections, the analytics generated by these systems are incredibly detailed. They can break down performance into metrics like reaction time, accuracy, and even stress levels during high-pressure scenarios. This data isn't just useful for the trainees, it's for instructors who can use it to tailor training programs to individual needs. For example, if the data shows that a trainee struggles with fine motor skills in zero-gravity simulations, the program can adapt to provide more targeted practice in that area. What makes this technology so transformative is its ability to accelerate the learning curve. In traditional training, mastering complex tasks can take months or even years. But with holographic systems providing real-time feedback, trainees can achieve the same level of proficiency in a fraction of the time. It's not just about working harder, It's about working smarter, with tools that guide and enhance every step of the journey. This level of precision and adaptability is what sets holographic training apart. It's not just about creating realistic simulations. It's about creating an environment where every action, every decision, and every moment is an opportunity to learn and grow. And as we continue to push the boundaries of space exploration, this kind of training will be essential for preparing astronauts to face the unknown with confidence and skill. Space missions are as much a mental challenge as they are a physical one. Imagine being millions of miles from Earth, surrounded by the vast emptiness of space, with only a handful of for company. It's a scenario that can test even the strongest minds. That's why preparing astronauts for the psychological demands of space travel is just as critical as training their bodies. Enter holographic technology, a game changer in helping astronauts build the mental resilience they'll need to thrive in such extreme conditions. One of the most significant advantages of holographic training is its ability to recreate the isolating environment of space right here on Earth. Through immersive holographic simulations, astronauts can experience the eerie silence, the confined quarters, and the sense of detachment that comes with being far from home. These simulations aren't just about replicating the physical environment. They're designed to evoke the emotional and psychological responses astronauts will face. By repeatedly exposing trainees to these scenarios, they develop coping mechanisms that help reduce anxiety and stress when the real mission begins. But it doesn't stop at stress reduction. Holographic training also enhances focus and mental clarity. In space, every decision counts and distractions can be deadly. Holograms create hyper-realistic scenarios where astronauts must solve complex problems, manage emergencies, and maintain composure under pressure. This kind of practice sharpens their ability to stay present and focused, even in high-stakes situations. Over time, these simulations help build a kind of mental muscle memory, allowing astronauts to react calmly and decisively when it matters most. Another key benefit is fostering resilience. Space missions are unpredictable and setbacks are inevitable. Holographic training allows astronauts to face simulated failures like equipment malfunctions or communication breakdowns in a controlled environment. By navigating these challenges repeatedly, they learn to adapt, problem solve, and bounce back from adversity. This kind of mental toughness is invaluable, not just for the success of the mission, but for the well-being of the crew. What makes holographic training truly groundbreaking is its ability to tailor experiences to individual needs. Every astronaut is different, and so are their psychological challenges. Holograms can be customized to address specific fears, weaknesses, or areas for growth, creating a personalized training program that maximizes mental preparedness. Whether it's overcoming the fear of the unknown or building confidence in high-pressure situations, holographic simulations offer a safe space for astronauts to grow and adapt. In the end, holographic training isn't just about preparing astronauts for the challenges of space. It's about empowering them to thrive in one of the most demanding environments imaginable. By addressing the psychological toll of space travel head-on, this technology is helping to ensure that the next generation of explorers is not only physically ready, but mentally equipped to push the boundaries of human exploration. The possibilities for holographic technology don't stop at space training. These immersive tools are already making waves in fields that touch our lives every single day. Take medicine, for example. Surgeons are now using holograms to visualize complex procedures in real time, overlaying 3D models of organs or tumors directly onto a patient's body during surgery. This isn't just futuristic flair. It's a game changer for precision, reducing risks and improving outcomes in ways that were unimaginable just a decade ago. In education, holograms are breaking down the walls of traditional classrooms. Imagine a history lesson where students don't just read about the Roman Empire. They can walk through a holographic recreation of the Colosseum, hearing the roar of the crowd and seeing the architecture come to life. Or picture a biology class where a 3D hologram of the human heart beats in midair, allowing students to explore its structure layer by layer. This kind of hands-on, interactive learning could revolutionize how we teach and absorb knowledge, making education more engaging and accessible for everyone. And then there's entertainment. Holograms are already transforming live performances, with artists like Michael Jackson appearing on stage as lifelike holograms years after their passing. But the potential goes far beyond concerts. Imagine immersive gaming experiences where the action spills out of the screen and into your living room, or movie theaters where characters and scenes seem to leap off the screen. The line between reality and imagination is blurring, and holograms are at the forefront of this creative revolution. What's truly exciting is how these applications are just the beginning. As the technology evolves, holograms could reshape industries we haven't even considered yet, from architecture and design to retail and beyond. The future is here, and it's not just about exploring the stars, it's about transforming the world right here on Earth. Holograms have the potential to revolutionize space training, but like any groundbreaking technology, they come with their own set of challenges. One of the biggest hurdles is the hardware itself. Creating high-quality holograms requires advanced displays, precise tracking systems, and powerful processing capabilities, all of which can be expensive and complex to deploy. For example, the devices needed to project realistic, interactive holograms are still in their early stages, often requiring bulky equipment or specialized environments. This limits their accessibility, especially for smaller organizations or remote training programs. Another challenge lies in the expertise required to develop and operate these systems. Holographic technology isn't something you can just plug in and use out of the box. It demands a deep understanding of optics, software engineering, and even physics to create simulations that feel real and responsive. This means organizations looking to adopt holographic training need to invest not only in the technology, but also in skilled professionals who can bring it to life. And let's not forget the learning curve for trainees. While holograms are intuitive in many ways, they still require users to adapt to a new way of interacting with information. Then there's the issue of scalability. Holographic systems are incredibly effective for small groups or individual training, but scaling them up for larger teams or entire organizations presents logistical challenges. Imagine trying to equip an entire astronaut training facility with holographic setups. Costs would skyrocket, and maintenance would become a full-time job. Plus, the technology needs to be robust enough to handle the demands of space training, where precision and reliability are non-negotiable. But here's the good news: these challenges aren't insurmountable. Researchers and innovators are already tackling these issues head-on. Advances in hardware are making holographic displays more compact and affordable, while breakthroughs in software are simplifying the creation of lifelike simulations. Companies are also exploring cloud-based solutions, which could reduce the need for on-site hardware and make holographic training more accessible worldwide. And as the technology matures, the expertise gap is narrowing, with more professionals entering the field and training programs becoming more widely available. So while the road to widespread adoption of holographic training may have its bumps, the progress being made is undeniable. Each challenge is being met with creative solutions, bringing us closer to a future where holograms are as common in space training as flight simulators are today. The question isn't if these hurdles will be overcome, it's when. And when they are, the possibilities for space exploration and beyond will be truly out of this world. As holograms become more integrated into space training programs, it's crucial to pause and reflect on the ethical implications of this groundbreaking technology. After all, every leap forward comes with questions that demand thoughtful answers. One of the most pressing concerns is data privacy. Holographic systems often rely on vast amounts of personal data, everything from biometric information to behavioral patterns, to create realistic and effective training environments. But who owns this data? How is it stored and who has access to it? Without clear guidelines, there's a risk that sensitive information could be misused, whether intentionally or accidentally. Another issue that deserves attention is the potential for over-reliance on holographic simulations. While these tools are undeniably powerful, they're not a replacement for real-world experience. Imagine a scenario where astronauts become so accustomed to training in hyper-realistic holographic environments that they struggle to adapt to the unpredictability of actual space missions. It's a delicate balance. Holograms should enhance training, not become a crutch that limits flexibility and problem-solving skills in real-time situations. Then there's the question of hyperrealism itself. As holographic environments become indistinguishable from reality, we have to ask, where do we draw the line? Creating simulations that are too lifelike could blur the boundaries between training and actual experiences, potentially leading to psychological effects we don't yet fully understand. For instance, how might repeated exposure to high-stress holographic scenarios impact mental health over time? These are questions that need careful consideration as we push the boundaries of what's possible. By addressing these ethical challenges head-on, we can ensure that holographic training remains a force for good. It's not just about advancing technology, it's about advancing responsibly, with a clear understanding of the impact these innovations have on individuals and society as a whole. The goal should always be to create tools that empower and prepare us without compromising our values or well-being. Holographic technology might steal the spotlight, but it doesn't work alone. In fact, one of the most exciting aspects of holograms in space training is how seamlessly they integrate with other cutting-edge innovations. Think of holograms as the spark that ignites a much larger fire, a fire fueled by virtual reality, augmented reality, and artificial intelligence. Together, these technologies form a symbiotic relationship, each enhancing the others to create a training ecosystem that's more immersive, adaptable, and effective than ever before. Take virtual reality, for example. While VR places astronauts in fully simulated environments, holograms add a layer of realism by projecting physical objects or scenarios into that space. Imagine stepping into a virtual replica of the International Space Station, but instead of just seeing digital walls and equipment, you can interact with holographic tools or even a holographic. It's this blend of the virtual and the tangible that bridges the gap between simulation and reality, preparing astronauts for the unpredictable nature of space missions. Then there's augmented reality, or AR, which overlays digital information onto the real world. When combined with holograms, AR becomes even more powerful. Picture an astronaut in training wearing AR glasses that display holographic instructions or diagrams over their actual workspace. Suddenly, complex procedures become easier to follow, and troubleshooting equipment feels less daunting. It's like having a real-time guide that adapts to your needs, making training not just efficient but intuitive. And let's not forget artificial intelligence. AI acts as the brain behind the operation, analyzing data, predicting outcomes, and personalizing training programs. When paired with holograms, AI can create dynamic scenarios that evolve based on the trainee's performance. If an astronaut struggles with a particular task, the system can generate a holographic simulation to help them practice until they master it. It's a level of adaptability that ensures no two training sessions are the same, keeping astronauts sharp and ready for anything. What's truly remarkable is how these technologies work together to address the unique challenges of space. From the isolation of deep space to the precision required for repairs in microgravity, this integrated approach ensures that astronauts are prepared not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. By combining holograms with VR, AR, and AI, we're not just training astronauts, we're equipping them with the tools to thrive in the most demanding environment humans have ever faced. As humanity takes its first bold steps toward Mars and beyond, the challenges of long-duration space missions come sharply into focus. Unlike the relatively short trips to the Moon or even the International Space Station, missions to Mars could span years, requiring astronauts to endure extreme isolation, limited resources, and the psychological strain of being far from Earth. This is where holographic technology steps in, offering a groundbreaking solution to prepare astronauts for these unprecedented challenges. Imagine a training environment where every detail of a Martian mission is replicated with stunning precision, not just the physical surroundings, but the emotional and psychological pressures as well. Holograms can create immersive simulations that mimic the cramped quarters of a spacecraft, the barren, alien landscape of Mars, and even the monotony of daily routines over months or years. These simulations aren't just about visual realism. They're designed to evoke the same mental and emotional responses astronauts would experience during an actual mission. One of the most critical aspects of long-duration missions is managing the psychological toll of isolation. Astronauts on Mars missions won't just be physically distant from Earth, they'll also face communication delays of up to 20 minutes each way. Holographic training can simulate these delays, helping astronauts adapt to the frustration of waiting for responses and learning to rely on their own problem-solving skills. Additionally, holograms can recreate the experience of being cut off from the familiar sights and sounds of Earth, allowing astronauts to build resilience and mental fortitude before they even leave the planet. But it's not just about preparing for the hardships. Holograms can also simulate the unexpected, equipment malfunctions, medical emergencies, or even interpersonal conflicts among crew members. By rehearsing these scenarios in a safe, controlled environment, astronauts can develop the adaptability and teamwork needed to handle curveballs in deep space. This kind of preparation isn't just helpful. It's essential for ensuring the success and safety of missions that will push the boundaries of human exploration. What makes holographic training particularly powerful is its ability to evolve. As we learn more about the challenges of long-duration missions, whether from simulations, research, or early missions, these holographic programs can be updated to reflect the latest insights. This creates a dynamic, ever-improving training tool that grows alongside our understanding of what it takes to thrive in the far reaches of space. So as we look toward the stars and dream of planting boots on Martian soil, holograms are quietly revolutionizing the way we prepare for that future. They're not just training tools, they're a bridge between the known and the unknown, helping astronauts step confidently into the next frontier of human exploration. What if the next, or is sitting in a classroom right now, dreaming of the stars? Holographic technology is no longer confined to elite training programs. It's breaking down barriers and bringing the wonders of space exploration to everyone, everywhere. Imagine walking into a museum and being greeted by a life-sized hologram of the International Space Station, floating in midair, with every detail so vivid you can almost reach out and touch it. This isn't science fiction. It's happening today, and it's transforming how we learn about and engage with space. One of the most exciting applications is in education. Schools and museums are leveraging holograms to create immersive experiences that make science come alive. Picture a classroom where students can interact with a 3D model of the solar system, zooming in on Mars or watching a holographic simulation of a rocket launch. These tools don't just teach facts, they spark curiosity and imagination, turning abstract concepts into tangible, unforgettable moments. It's a game changer for STEM education, helping kids see themselves as future scientists, engineers, and astronauts. Beyond classrooms, holograms are making waves in public spaces. Museums around the world are adopting this technology to create exhibits that feel like stepping into a sci-fi movie. Visitors can explore the surface of the moon, witness the birth of a star, or even take a virtual tour of distant galaxies, all through holographic displays. These experiences aren't just visually stunning, they're educational, offering a deeper understanding of the universe in a way that textbooks simply can't match. And let's not forget virtual space camps. Gone are the days when aspiring astronauts had to travel to specialized facilities to get a taste of space training. Now, holograms are bringing the camp experience to living rooms and community centers. Kids can participate in simulated space missions, operate holographic control panels, and even walk on a virtual Mars. It's an inclusive approach that opens doors for young minds who might not otherwise have access to such opportunities. By making space exploration more interactive and accessible, holograms are doing more than educating, they're inspiring. They're showing us that the cosmos isn't just for a select few, it's a frontier waiting for all of us to explore. And who knows, the next breakthrough in space science might come from a kid who first fell in love with the stars through a hologram. The development of holographic training programs for space exploration isn't just a solo mission. It's a collaborative effort that brings together the minds from across industries. Space agencies, tech companies, and research institutions are joining forces, creating a powerhouse of innovation that's redefining how we prepare for the cosmos. These partnerships are more than just alliances. They're the backbone of progress, combining expertise from different fields to tackle challenges that no single entity could solve alone. Take, for example, the collaboration between and NASA. HoloLens technology, originally designed for augmented reality applications, has found a new home in astronaut training. By integrating holographic simulations into NASA's programs, trainees can now practice complex tasks like spacewalk repairs or equipment maintenance in a hyper-realistic virtual environment. This kind of cross-industry synergy doesn't just enhance training, it transforms it, making it safer, more efficient, and infinitely more immersive. But it's not just the big players driving this innovation. Startups are also stepping up, bringing fresh ideas and agile approaches to the table. Companies like Industries are working on AI-powered holographic systems that can adapt to individual learning styles, personalizing the training experience in ways that were once unimaginable. These smaller, nimble teams often partner with larger organizations to scale their ideas, creating a dynamic ecosystem where creativity and practicality meet. Then there's SpaceX, a name synonymous with pushing boundaries. Their collaboration with academic institutions has led to the development of holographic tools that simulate zero-gravity environments, allowing trainees to practice maneuvers and procedures in conditions that mimic the challenges of space. These partnerships aren't just about technology, they're about building a future where space exploration is more accessible, more efficient, and more inclusive. What's truly remarkable is how these collaborations are accelerating innovation. By pooling resources and sharing knowledge, these partnerships are breaking down barriers, solving problems faster, and opening doors to possibilities that once seemed like science fiction. It's a reminder that when industries come together with a shared vision, the results can be truly out of this world. As we look ahead, the future of holographic space training is poised to take some truly extraordinary leaps. One of the most exciting developments on the horizon is the integration of quantum computing into holographic simulations. Quantum computers, with their unparalleled processing power, could revolutionize the way we create and interact with holograms. Imagine a simulation so precise and immersive that it can replicate the exact conditions of a Martian dust storm or the gravitational pull of a distant moon, all in real time. This level of detail isn't just a step forward, it's a giant leap for astronaut training, offering scenarios so lifelike they blur the line between simulation and reality. But it's not just about power, it's also about accessibility. Portable holographic devices are another trend gaining momentum. Picture a lightweight, compact hologram projector that fits into a backpack, capable of creating high-fidelity training environments anywhere, from a classroom to a remote research station. These devices could democratize space training, making it possible for more people to prepare for missions without needing access to expensive, fixed installations. Think about the possibilities. Students in communities, private space companies, or even amateur astronomers could all benefit from this kind of technology. Looking even further into the next decade, These advancements could fundamentally reshape how we approach space exploration. With more realistic training environments, astronauts could tackle unforeseen challenges with greater confidence and precision. And as these technologies become more widespread, they might even inspire a new generation of explorers, eager to push the boundaries of what's possible. The fusion of quantum computing, portable holograms, and space exploration isn't just a glimpse into the future. It's the foundation of a new era in human achievement. What's truly exciting is how these innovations could extend beyond training. Imagine using portable holographic devices for real-time mission planning or even remote collaboration between astronauts and ground control. The possibilities are endless and the impact could be transformative. As we stand on the cusp of these breakthroughs, one thing is clear. The future of space training is not just about preparing for the unknown, it's about redefining what's possible. As we bring this journey to a close, it's clear that holograms are more than just a futuristic concept. They're a game changer for space training programs. By blending cutting-edge technology with practical applications, they've transformed how we prepare for the challenges of space exploration. Think about it. Astronauts can now train in environments that feel as real as the cosmos itself, all without leaving Earth. This level of realism not only sharpens their skills, but also builds confidence, ensuring they're ready for anything the universe throws their way. But the impact of holograms goes beyond individual training. They're making space exploration more accessible and collaborative than ever before. By slashing costs and breaking down geographical barriers, teams from around the world can work together seamlessly, sharing knowledge and expertise in ways that were once impossible. It's a reminder that the future of space exploration isn't just about rockets and rovers. It's about people coming together to push the boundaries of what's possible. As we look ahead, holograms remind us that innovation isn't just about reaching new heights. It's about preparing for them with wisdom and foresight. They're helping us build a future where space exploration is smarter, safer, and more inclusive for everyone. So as we wrap up, I want to thank you for being part of this incredible discussion. What do you think about the role of holograms in shaping the future of space training? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. Until next time, keep dreaming big and reaching for the stars. The universe is waiting, and together, we're ready to explore it like never before.